yeah, 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 yeah. All right. Okay. Let's do a collective reading. All right. What does the collective need to know? I'm gonna go ahead and cleanse myself. What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know? So much crazy things have been happening. I have been booked at work. Booked! But I'm gonna do a small mini live. I don't mind doing a collective reading. And we can do some sub readings too if any subscribers show up. But alright. Alright, what does the collective need to know? I need the truth only, spirit. We're every day we're getting closer and closer. It's February 25th. We've hit a lot of milestones and we are in the thick of it. What realizations has the collective figured out? That's a better thing. What realizations have the collective figured out? What does the collective need to know when it comes to these realizations? I need the truth and truth only. Known as your energy attached, known as your deities, and known as your ancestors. Why bring everything to the gods and goddesses? Why bring everything to the high vibrational beings? Why bring everything to the folk saints? Why bring everything to the truth and truth only connection and resurrection? Why bring everything to the ancestors and same alignment for the highest good being? Why bring your grateful, thankful to our higher selves? Ooh. No matter how many times that life had deserted you, or you felt like you were just gonna have a chapter in a location that you know, and nothing would grow from it, or you expected, the collective expected things to end, or us to be cast out into the desert, or whatever the case may be, in search of this endless answer that we're never gonna find. That we're never gonna find, right? In search of this endless answer that we're never gonna find, supposedly. That was the old belief system, but that had to change. That had to leave, because you are about to take off. You are about to realize just how much you were lighting up the rooms wherever you were going. Yeah, there was a bunch of people that were opposing you, or they just didn't see, and you just thought okay, well, I guess no one's ever gonna understand me. But that was what people were leading you to believe. And that's why that's why there was a while that there was traveling. And when I say a while, for some of the collective it was a couple of weeks, for some of the collective it was a couple of months, for some of the collective, for a majority of the collective, it was a couple of years. You know, before Saturn had entered Pisces, it was Saturn in Aquarius, right? As an example. And now it's Saturn in Aries. And I just feel like my intuition is telling me for almost the last 7-year period. Okay? What's it called? For the last 7-year period. Yeah, I know. So, I mean, it is what it is. Knowing is kind on stream. It is what it is. Oh well. We gotta keep moving forward. Aw, well, it's sweet. Appreciate it. All right. 60V Benny, your ass not being washed is sinful. Your ass, I don't listen to people that don't wash their ass. So get off my life. Anyway, if you care to get a reading, okay, come. But Brittany, you can stay. This is a collective reading. But I appreciate you, Brittany. Anyways, continuing. This is just a collective reading for me to snip it later, but also I want y'all to enjoy. So a lot of people were making us believe for a while, this collective, that we had to be behind closed doors, or that we had to hide, or that we had to forever be alone and be this lone wolf and blah blah blah, right? And no, that wasn't the case. Yeah, it happened for a really long time, and I'm not gonna say, like, it was a 7-year time gestation, and it was a collective. So some of the collective experienced it for the entire 7 years, okay, and some of the collective only experienced it for like a couple months, 2 years, but all of the collective for sure experienced it the entire year last year. I gotta say, last year felt like a cross between what the fuck and shit on the wall, and like I felt like we entered Toonville a lot of the times. Like sometimes I'd be looking at life like, bro, are you real? Because I feel like we're in a simulation. But anyway, in all seriousness, so now the collective has figured out and realized I can put myself the fuck out there, and I can actually find people that are interested. Okay, you're a bum that can't pull. Your dumb ass has nothing else to do but troll me. Like, who's a bum? You are. 60V Benny. You're sad. Like, you are a sad human being. Like, I don't know why you are the way you are, but again, like, you're just a joke to me. You, 60V Benny, you deserve all the trash in the world. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I really hope that you get what you deserve. Probably by tomorrow. I hope you stub your toe. I hope people like honk at you. And I hope that your butt cheeks like are literally filled with diarrhea. And I hope that when you fart, it hurts. And I hope when you wash your ass, you remember this live stream. Wash it good, because it's gross. No one likes to talk to someone that doesn't wash their ass. You know what I'm saying? Why would I take advice from you? You're a bum that doesn't even wash your ass. Again, at least I'm a bum that washes my ass, bitch. The fuck? Anyways, so continuing. Unless we have to get more into how 60V Benny doesn't wash his ass. Anyways, with the cave in reverse, right? We were made to feel and believe for a really, really long ass time that we were going to be alone and all this stuff, and maybe we're never going to find a collective and blah, 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 blah. But that wasn't actually real, because magic helped us. Like how you said next. Thank you, Ngodi. Okay. We have the crone. Anyways, with this card, I feel like we're already starting to understand how we're going to be fitting in society, especially as it pertains to how we're going to be like dictating our destiny going forward, right? Okay. And I feel like, oh, you know what? Y'all, it's so crazy to me that I've been staring at this card for years, and I always try to find, but now I'm adding the extra element. This is one of the pentacles of Jupiter, and I just realized that. Okay, but this one is for major protection, and this is for major blessings. This specific pentacle that the crow has here. And I just feel like this is literally like, okay, this would be like Jupiter picking you up and essentially saying, I do not want you where you usually are. We're going to have someone else fulfill that role. You can now move forward in your destiny, in your life, in your like timeline. Okay. You can move on forward and realize that you are not going to be alone anymore. You're going to be finding your collective. It's not just going to be friends, family, you know, and building. You're going to be building a legacy with the collective that you're going to be meeting. Okay. Like, it's legitimately, what's it called? It's legitimately like, it's time. It's literally time. It's literally time for us to adventure. It's literally time for you to shine. It's literally time for you to realize what a diamond you are. What a, like, sometimes, you know what, like, diamonds like to hang out with a bunch of, like, that was something that I personally had, like, discovered last year on my birthday. Okay. Hi. And me and Mr. Mustache, when we found a diamond, like, I still have it to this day. Oh, yeah, look at this card. All right, I'm gonna show y'all. That was confirmation right there. Me and Mr. Mustache went to the Arkansas Diamond State Park, where they let you go hunt for diamonds. Okay. And we found, like, I had done a candle that I wanted to go and find, you know, a diamond, and we did. I found some duds, right? So I'll show you which ones are the duds, and this is for y'all to kind of know for yourselves. Okay, so first I found diamond flakes, which is like sad, but still, that's a thing. So these like sort of like iridescent ones, these are just like little flakes. But okay, I want to make sure that the diamond, yeah, the diamond is still in there. Okay, there. So we picked up these, and then we found out that these were quartz, but we kept looking anyway, right? Because me and Mr. Mustache just felt like we had a diamond, and we did. It was small. It's worth $200, but we ended up finding a tiny diamond, y'all. Super tiny. It's right there. So diamonds like in the river, and we discovered that diamonds like to hang out with other rocks, you know, but they're still a diamond. The other rocks can be other rocks. They're going to be quartz. They're going to be whatever, right? And this is for the collective. This is important. But I wanted to demonstrate. One day I told myself I was going to demonstrate how easy it is to kind of like, you know, pick up everything. But you can clearly see the difference because of the way that the diamond shines. Okay. Also, it's heavier. Okay. And that's just a scientific fact, right? Well, you're the diamond, babe. Like, y'all are the diamond. Okay. This collective is this diamond that's trying to hang out with a bunch of quartz. And that's, you know, it's cool that you want to hang out with a bunch of quartz, but spirit wants to place you and remind you that you are not a quartz. You're a diamond. And you went through all this terrible pressure from all of these quartz, bro. From all of these other stones that, you know, you kept following them through the river, trying to see where they were going, see what they were up to. You knew it didn't fit your lifestyle, but you said, this is the only way that I will be accepted. But it's not the only way. Spirit is legitimately going to like place you where you deserve to be placed, right? And that's like, it was so fascinating when we found it. The whole like experience was fascinating, right? I ended up offering this to my beautiful spirit guides, for this my only diamond. Like, that's got, because diamonds in crystal magic you don't have to cleanse diamonds, kind of like how you have to cleanse your crystals under the moonlight. You don't have to cleanse your diamonds, and they're perfect for manifestation, and Venus loves them, so I kept them. Hi. So anyways, you don't have to walk or look or find anymore. Now you're gonna be like the diamond, right? No more pressure on the diamond. The diamond has been fully created. All of it has been fully created, right? The pressure on your shoulders, the pressure on you, that's gonna be how busy you're about to be. You're literally about to discover and realize, holy crap, I thought I was crazy, but I'm not crazy. And now I'm realizing how not crazy I am. And oh my God, I didn't realize where my schedule was gonna go. Like, no more empty rooms for you. Literally, okay? It's gonna start with a hangout, or it's gonna start with a job, or it's gonna start with something, right? And you're gonna invest yourself into that. And there's gonna be challenges. Because there's always challenges. But this time, you're not leaving. It's not temporary. We're not going to the desert anymore. We're not dealing with it. Let's do some channel songs, because I realized this thing turned off on me. All right. So let's see what we're going to do. 3 channel songs for the collective. We're going to do 3 channel songs for the collective. Hey, so for some people, it's going to happen by our birthdays. And I don't know why, but if you have Leo placements, absolutely nothing to do with the astrology right now, but Leo placements, Aquarius placements, and I'm gonna also say Aries placements, but you know, any Saturn and Aries placement. And I say placements because you need to go look at it where it's at in your chart, right? We have In the Club by 50 Cent, okay, as our channel song, our first channel song. This collective, you're gonna realize, and you're gonna be very, very excited, and you're gonna actually enjoy your birthday, okay? And I just feel like you haven't really been enjoying your birthday, but this year you're gonna be enjoying your birthday. Like, this year it's gonna be about you. This year, like, the envisionment that you had, all the work you've put in, and the fact, because this is the thing that you keep asking yourself, why am I still pushing through this? I don't even know if I'm good at it. I don't even know if this is right for me, blah, 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 blah. But like, Spirit's about to show you, like, all those people, all those quartz were wrong. You were like, diamonds can't listen to quartz, you know, advice, because quartz gotta go do their quartz thing. Quartz are fantastical, you know, amethyst or quartz. We love quartz, but we also love diamonds, right? So that's essentially like what Spirit is trying to say. So we're gonna see what else Spirit wants to say here, but we're gonna get more in tune. Like, we're gonna get really, really, really deep in here, bro. Okay, second channel song. So that one was pretty cutthroat, right? The second part of the collective, okay, so this is the fresher part of the collective. This is not the people that have been, you know, that have been at it for 7 years. This is the collective, you know, that has been at it maybe for 3, I want to say 3-4 years. Well, maybe 2, right? 2 to 4 years. You're kind of like, okay, if it happens, it happens. If it doesn't, it doesn't. At this point, I'm just kind of rolling with the punches, because I'm starting to realize, yeah, magic is real, but at the same time, damn, like, there's a lot that goes to this, okay? This, so another thing about the second part of the collective here, I feel like this is channeling more of the pronoia. I feel like part of the collective is like, I thought it would come later, or they expected it to come later. But the thing about synchronization is it happens when it happens. And if it happens, like, waiting to be ready for life is hard, because we're never ready. Like, I was definitely not ready to graduate, and I was definitely not ready to be a nail tech, but here I am winging it, man. And also, like, when I first got into my practice, like, as an example, I started recently going into palm reading, and there was a phenomenal, her name is the blue lotus, I believe. I'll go look her up, but she's on TikTok, and she mentioned that if you have a straight M on your palm, okay, so go look at your palm. A bunch of people were putting their palm and they were saying, is this the M? This is for you, right? Like, that you can connect, that you are intuitive, that you are a high priestess by birthright, right? With this, but it has to be a very defined M. It can't be like 2 lines. X's and A's mean something else, but this means that you have like a spirit, like you can talk to the other side without any concern, right? And I found that so fascinating. I was like, okay, I didn't realize that there was physical evidence. I have 2 M's. I didn't expect to have 2 M's, but this one is very, very shy. The other one is very, very, like, noticeable, right? But I have 2 M's, and I used to look at my lines and think, what the fuck does this mean? Because I was not born to be a palm reader. I was born to be a Vedic astrologer, which I found out, a nail tech, and just a channeler, right? Anyway, so this second part of the collective, right? The people that are like, okay, I've been in this to a degree, but I don't think I know everything, but I know some things, bro, okay? What's it called? We have tone 3 electric in reverse, and we also have the solar card in reverse. This collective is going to, okay, the reason why these cards are coming out in reverse is because I don't feel like for y'all, you're gonna receive the messages like consciously. I feel like for you, it's gonna be the subtle messages. Like, y'all are still working on, you know, listening to the quieter voice, so that this part of the collective is more in their masculine and is learning to be more in their feminine, right? The first part of the collective has learned both. They've been at this for 7 years, right? But the second part of the collective is still deconstructing their masculine, right? And so pressure is coming off that diamond. Basically, this part of the collective that isn't used to, you know, leaving survival mode for long, right? All right. And some of us in this part of the collective, in the second part of the collective, some of us are still sad, or we're feeling our feelings out, and we're going through our shadow work, because it's not fun or easy, especially if you've done it a couple times, but it still hurts, right? Or it still feels fresh and new, not after 7 years of doing this. But like, what's it called? This part of the collective is gonna be feeling their feelings. I feel like by March 15th, y'all will be good. You'll start to be like, okay, March is gonna be very, very weird. Like, but like by March 15th, you're gonna realize, oh, the blessings were now, not like kinda now, not like 7 years, like another 2-3 years down the line now. No, they're now, like March. Like, oh, are we serious? Like, are we sure? Like, I don't know about this. Yes, we're sure. You're the only one that can do it. You were born for this, and they ain't no one else. The other, you know what happened to the other people? They died. Like, no offense, cancer, clear, reset, or they retired. But you know what they're not doing? They're not active. So we need you on the front lines, right? So we have Tone Crystal. Oh, okay, I like this. This collective is essentially like diamondizing, I guess you could say. Like, y'all already came out of the heat. You already came out of the pressure, and the charcoal around you has cracked. And all of the, when diamonds come up from the earth, a bunch of hot magma comes up and a bunch of other stones come up, and it feels like a literal geyser, right? And what's it called? You're one of the diamonds, right? But maybe you think you were a quartz, or maybe you thought you were something else that you're not. But no, girl, like, collective, you're a star, a mother effing star. You hear me? I want you to freaking pat yourself on the damn back. Okay, hi. Okay, like, this collective, you know what? I feel like y'all may have been ridiculed, or like people would just like, I don't know, they would oppose you, they would be jealous, whatever the case may be. They didn't like that you shine so much. I feel like this part, the second part of the collective, has really been around like some jealous, you know, vicious people, right? Exes, or just work environments. I feel like work environments heavily, or maybe clients and things like that. Okay, but hi, Flood. And I feel like now you're no longer like apologizing for being a star, like, or you won't be by March 15th, right? By March 15th you won't be anymore. Okay, you're still gonna feel your feelings, but I promise you, you're not gonna even recognize yourself in less than a month. That's not even a full month. That's literally like 3 weeks. Okay, so all right, let's go ahead and continue here. I'm like, this, okay, let's get the third channel song, because damn, girl. Also, we'll do subscriber readings and paid readings. Oh, the third part of the collective, or maybe actually this could be a blend. Maybe this is two collectives, right? The 7-year-olds and the 3-4-year-olds, right? I feel like the overall collective is just ready. We have The Journey by Free Soul here as the final channel song here for this collective. I'm so happy, grateful, and thankful. Like, we really went through the rough patches, bro, like for real. And we really had to do the healing necessary, okay? And we realized that we shine. And I feel like the collective is just like, I don't really care if I shine or not. But you know what? I'm done apologizing for shining. Because we did a lot of apologizing. We did a lot of like freaking boot licking. We did a lot of ass licking. Like, man, like, no. We just to fit in, or just to not be ostracized. But I feel like the collective, and the whole collective, has finally agreed that we don't care anymore. It's like, okay, well, you don't like me, fine. I will go find who likes me, or they'll find me, because, you know, like, it's fine if you don't like me. I don't have to force myself to fit in. I don't have to pretend to be a version of myself that I never wanted or intended to be. Oh my goodness. I just got a major channel. Okay. The collective is finally realizing, and you know what? I'm not even the only person that's channeling this, and it's coming out in my channel too, but Oh Naughty channeled this as well, if I'm not mistaken. So go check her out. The collective is finally realizing that through thick or thin, they got it. Like, magic is real. Like, things are coming. Like, blessings are coming, you know, and they're not apologizing. And they're not like minimizing themselves anymore, and they are transmuting the energy. And the reason why it's like this energy, because I'm part of the collective too, has been being attacked, because it's almost like this like weird vibe, bro, of these people that are so effing mad that they succumbed to the system, and they're just mad that you didn't. They're just mad and jealous. They're mad, crazy, jealous. Ain't got nothing better to do. Effing weird vibe energy. Human energy. Acting low vibrational for what? Like, focus on yourself. If you want to have a dream, go live it. But they want to force us to succumb or whatever to their way, or what they think is proper. And it's like, no, bitch, the fuck, what? I'm happy where I'm at. I'm not happy over there. There's nothing that you can convince me that looks good over there. It looks like crap. You look like you tired. You look like you burned out. You know what you look like? You look like you got a whole bunch of mental health problems. I'm good over here, bro. You can stay over there, but I'm good over here. Like, I don't need that shit, bro. Like, now you're the one that's like, no, I don't want to F with that. No, I'm good, bro. You know? Because you're not alone anymore. You can, not only can you speak to your team, which I feel like some people were trying to prevent you from speaking to your team. I'm not even going to lie to you. But now you, like, partners are going to be coming, like, true divine partners. Like, this collective was meant to legitimately find their soulmate. Okay? Not, and it's not hee hee ha ha my soulmate. No. And it's not a stupid ass reel for 10 seconds of someone's life. No, like, I mean the real schmeal deal. First of all, you're going to learn that growing in love is better than falling in love, because falling in love, you fall in love. Like, you fall. Like, love makes you fall. Literally. But growing in love creates your legacy, right? Totally different. So I feel like this new beginning, it feels amazeballs, okay? I'm not even gonna lie. And you know what? Some of us are in our dark femme. You know, I'm kind of in my dark femme, I won't lie, but I haven't let it fully creep up on me, because Tecate is like, girl, when are you taking your key? And I'm like, girl, like, I don't want to be like super evil. Not evil, like really literally, but I mean like brutal with my mouth. Can we just be 50-50? And she's like, fine. But we have Shameless by the Weekend. I just feel like this collective, both, is like, you know what? Being the perfect version of myself that everyone could agree with wasn't helpful. And also over-serving, overdoing, over-empathing, like, led me to burnout and all this stuff. And like, now you have like, I don't know, a twisted shoulder. Like, I can't imagine what this collective has put themselves through. Like, I'm pretty sure, trigger warning, some of y'all have actually unintentionally like put yourselves in like car accidents and crazy because of the things that people like were, oh, I just hope she loses her car. And it's like, oh, what, like, how else are you gonna lose your car? And it's just like dumb shit like that, bro. And I just feel like we're done. You know what we did with that energy, especially those of us that like started teaching it? We transmuted that shit into what? Favor. Into no more, until you can have your opposition back. I don't want that shit, bro. Okay? Into money, into blessings, into bank, okay? Into community, into real friendships, right? Oh, girl. So, another thing about this collective is there is an angry feminine energy that does not want you to win. The fuck? Okay, this could be like anyone that has to do with water placements. I don't want y'all to take it too serious. This is a collective reading and there's a lot of people involved in this, so take it how it resonates. Some people were feeling a lot of earth, but I'm getting a lot of water. So I'm getting, this could be like Cancer, this could be Pisces, this could be Scorpio placements, maybe Scorpio. But I also feel like with this Ace of Cups here, like, it's almost like this energy of like, they almost can't handle it anymore. This could be a Scorpio moon sign. Oh my gosh, I don't know. Someone in the collective has a Scorpio moon who is just over the whole world and like won't shut up about you. And shameless about you. And wants to use you, like, is gonna use you for clout while at the same time talk smack about you. Be careful. Not all Scorpios are like that, but that one Scorpio moon, someone needs to be careful. Anyway, so continuing, we have the Queen of Wands at the bottom of the deck. This is you. This is them throwing a tantrum. This is you right here. You see this? Look at you in your throne. Look at you realizing how freaking truthful you are, how freaking sought after you are, the queen that you are, right? This gorgeous energy, you being able to overcome any conversation, even conversations with this freaking Scorpio moon, bro. Okay? At this point, my goodness, it could be rising signs as well, because I am a Vedic astrologer, so they're not sun signs. I don't want anyone getting the wrong idea. This is going to be rising and moon, because that's what we are governed by. So, like, these placements, bro, Okay? They did not want you to win. And when, you know what else? You're so witty with your words. They lose the ganas, the energy to fight you. They lose like, whatever it was in the moment that they were like, oh, I just, right? And then they come at you like, and then you're like, what's going on? And then they're like, I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. I'm dumbfounded. That's them. They're like a fart in the wind. They don't know what to do because they didn't expect the words that came out of you, the channel that came out of you, even you telling them, I know you don't like me, but you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna still tell you how to fix your life, bitch. Okay, so did the collective. Besides me. Like, straight up is being straight up. And you know what? You did take their anxiety away. So, you be causing transmutation to happen to the point you're so nice that you're not even like sending them back their energy. You're having them do shadow work so that they actually heal, so that we can all win, right? Because I feel like some part of the collective, especially the younger part of the collective, that's like, y'all are masters. It's not about that, but you're holding out hope, right? And maybe even some people that have been doing this for too damn long. I feel like some people are holding out hope that maybe like some people will meet you there. And I feel like, honestly, they're obsessed with you and they'll watch you and they'll stalk you, but they're not going to meet you there right now. They might not meet you there until 2 years from now. They will meet you there eventually. You can hold out hope later. Like, I wouldn't hold out hope for the next couple weeks, though, or the next couple months. This year is really important for this collective. The reason why you're shining, the reason why is because you said yes. You said you're done with the finances that you have. You said you're done with the lifestyle that you have. And you said you're done with the people that you have, because these people were keeping your money low, limiting your options, burning you out, and not creating any home balance or any homeostasis, or even making you feel like they appreciate you. And it was just like, why am I here, right? So I feel like a lot of the collective is not just waking up and asking themselves these questions. Like, you're gonna get the blessings and momentum. Some of us already did, right? Like, this past couple days, I know that part of the collective was blessed to the level and degree. Like, it was either tokens of the future, right? Some people got like $150. Some people got $1,000, whatever the case may be, right? But it could have been 50, 25. It could have been a small token of appreciation, but whatever it was the universe saying like, no, I'm serious about you and I'm showing you, and just wait until March, because by March 15th, we're going to be different people. Like, you're going to be coming up into the comments and being like, the fuck? I didn't think it was going to happen this fast. And it's like, girl, well, technically it didn't happen this fast. We went through a lot of slinging shit together, bro. I don't know if you remember all the trenches that we went through, but I do. I'm still a little scarred, but I'm letting it go. But we're going to be busy. You're going to be so busy. Look, I'm going to recommend you a couple things. This is how busy you're going to be. This isn't mine. This is Melly's. I bought this cream for any like soreness or whatever, bro, because you're gonna be busy, okay? And I also bought a back straightener, like, for me from Nail Tech. So like, if you're a truck driver, you're in a trade, or if you do makeup, hair, or anything like that, right? Like, I like, make sure you buy your stuff. You're about to be busy, like literally busy, okay? Either way, spring's coming, new activations are coming. The true astrological new year is about to come forward, but that's not till April. But that's around the corner for Vedic astrology. For, yeah, I think it's for both actually. April 1st for, what is your name? March 21st. I'm sorry, I like March 21st for Western astrology. April 15th, I believe, for Vedic astrology. Okay, I go by the April 15th one. But I also cannot deny that Lunar New Year was held on solar eclipse. So we're in like a literal portal to our destiny, okay? It's gonna feel like, so all of the final bosses that you've had before ain't gonna be nothing compared to this. So, but it's gonna be a weird March. It is Pisces March. It is the end of an era, literally, okay? New businesses are gonna be skyrocketing. Businesses that want to stay in the past, you might take a dip, okay? But basically, like, it's finally progressive movement forward and change movement for real, okay? So just kind of be aware of that. I do paid readings, and if you wanna, Goldie, you wanna go ahead? Someone's asking how do they join the chat, but that's what I got for the collective. This was happening. The blessings are gonna be coming, so I'm proud of us. Okay, we didn't, this isn't out of nowhere. Like, most of us know. I know you've been doing rituals, I know you've been doing manifestations, I know you've been doing magic, and these are just like answers. Like, these are just prayers answered. These are just rituals coming to fruition. This is just like Aphrodite, Hecate, Santissima, you know, the 7 African powers, if you work with them, because it is a close practice. It is a real, like, it's time to go. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? We end the channel song with Mount Everest Labyrinth, right? And this is like, nothing's gonna stop me. It doesn't matter how high the mountain is. It doesn't matter how rigorous the terrain is. Like, if you've already been climbing the mountain steadily and you brought all your materials and nothing's wrong, and maybe people didn't make it, right? But you're about to make it to the top because you're able to, because you're a diamond. Again, no offense to those people. I'm not trying to be brutal, but they were quartz. They don't belong climbing a mountain. They got to go back to their hills. So yeah, that's what I have to say to the collective. All right, we have some subscribers in here. I saw Float in here, I saw Goldie in here. We are gonna go ahead and continue and finish off strong this beautiful live. That was what I had to say for the collective. Oh girl, I'm sorry, the last thing I'm gonna say is all the SHIT that they put you through. And look, I can't even make this up, bro. First of all, you're gonna be making bank. Okay, heavy on, we're gonna be finding our soulmates and making bank. So this is giving like CEO family couple. Okay. But the collective, the people that tried to, you know, stop you, hinder you, whatever, this could have even been family. We have the search by NF. They're gonna be searching for a reason why. A reason. Why did they do this? Why are they acting this way? They're going to be literally subscribed to a good amount of shadow work, but enough shadow work that finally gets them to understand that it's dumb to kind of come look for you or mess with you. Like, why do they keep doing it? So they're going to be asking themselves these questions. Your ex-friends, especially heavy on ex-friends. Like, I feel like this collective not only was hurt by past people in romance, but that was just like a given. But I feel like this collective really like got hurt by people that they thought were in their corner, that were like either friends or family or people that they would call siblings or whatever, because you saw yourself with those people, right? But now those people, specifically about the friendship aspect, or the people that are trying to pull on you currently and they can't anymore, and you already found out all that you needed to find out about them. Okay, those people are going through shadow work where they gotta go find themselves and they gotta go do the journey, and they're not gonna rely on you to do all the work they used to do for them, because I know you were doing that as their bestie, and I'm sorry to tell you that energy is expensive and you have blessings to go get. So I'm sorry, like, leave them people. They are still gonna have nightmares, problems, and headaches when, like, if you let them back in your life. But I suggest at least until after March 3rd, just leave them alone. Leave them alone. You got other things to do. You got other things to facilitate. You got other things to be. You got other things to experience. But those people have, I'm sorry, like, I know you love them, but they literally earned their karma. They earned it with all the backstabbing that they did to you, with all the heartbreak that they did to you, with all the disrespect that they did to you, with all the backhanded compliments that they did to you, with all the terrible hangouts that they did to you, with making everything about them and their problems and their man is what they did to you. Like, they have earned their karma. That wasn't just collected overnight. That's not just like a, oh, it's okay and it's a boo-boo. No. Like, these people put you through literal HE double sticks for a couple of years, bro. Hi, Ginger. So that's what I leave the collective with. If they're reaching out to you, be like, you're intuitive AF. I literally like called you out for it in a beautiful way, right? You don't need to be, don't put your rose-colored glasses on for these people, okay? They already know how to work you and manipulate you, but you already know that what they're doing. But you have blessings to get, and with them in their current state, you can't receive those. Well, you will receive those blessings. But Spirit's not playing. Like, Spirit's going to remove them, because Spirit is done with all of the narcissists and all of the energy vampires and all of the weirdos and all of the people that just kept beating you down. When you have things to give to this world and you have momentum, change momentum. Anyway, so that's what I got for y'all. Okay? Yeah, you can. So yeah, you can send for a Q, Ginger. We're gonna go ahead and get Flor, Goldie, and Ginger. And yeah, we're gonna. I'm glad that I was able to go live. If I go live at the nail salon, it's kind of hard to talk because I have a client in front of me and then my boss is right there. So yeah, so I won't be able to like read the comments, but y'all will hear the nail chisme, I guess. So if y'all care for that, I don't mind doing that either. I was talking to my boss about maybe trying out, like, if I don't have any clients and if I'm not practicing or whatever the case may be, I got the time to where I need it, I could do maybe like some readings, or maybe some tarot inspired nails. We'll see. But if nothing else, like, I'll be talking to y'all, like, if I don't have a client, because she's trying to get me to the time to go down to 30 minutes because we are so busy. It's insane. But what's it called? I'm at an hour and a half, bro. Like, yeah, like, and I'm not even gonna think about anything else. So, anyway, Flawed, what is our question if we have one? Or besides Ginger, is there any subscriber that's gonna get on the subscriber list or the paid list? Let me know. Will she let you make press-ons? Oh yeah, I can make press-ons there. Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I can make press-ons there if I want to. If I don't have a client and I've already practiced, but I have to wait until after, you know, I get my time down. But right now, with the manicure that's coming tomorrow, I feel like it's gonna be like a good time. I don't know. But yeah, I can make press-ons there. I ain't worried. And then I fulfilled all the orders, but I'm not gonna lie to y'all, like, I pre-prepped candles in case I need to finish the pre-prepping, but like, I got to work when I didn't go live. I promise y'all. And right now Goldie is helping us post and everything, so like, so that we can still be present. So because Goldie's managing, you know. Anyway, but so it takes the load off of a little bit since I'm always at the job now. I live there now. I have a bed. I'm just kidding. No, but in all seriousness, I'm happy, grateful, and thankful. Like, I'm really, really happy, grateful, and thankful. And I cannot wait to bring Magic press-on ritual nails, because I cannot. Like, I wish she would let me talk about it, but the person that did the pre-order and already got her set and everything and got her cuticle oil is... I'm like, man, her love life is on point. You know, she got the career. With us, she was able to finish and graduate and everything. And I'm just so proud of her and everything. And it's just going great for her. So I'm happy, grateful, and thankful. But anyways, Ginger is on the list. Who's on the list? I want to know who's on the list. I think the comments are being delayed. So tell me over here on the general chat. Tu recuerdo no se va, no se va, no se va. Get paid for the hate, cuticle oil. Oh yeah, I mean that one is doing great for you know who. The yeah. Oh wait, I didn't give her that one. I gave her this one. This is my get paid for the hate. Yeah, this is my get paid for the hate. I totally forgot. Yeah, I have that whole thing. Okay, that's fine. Flawed Goldie Ginger. Okay, let me get flawed as well. Quédate otra vez. Na 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 na. No se va, no se va, no se va. Okay. Yeah, y'all can get on this. That's fine. I believe my... Ah! Let's find out. Okay, I'm so excited. Let me see. Oh my gosh, I'm so proud of you for asking this question because I still think it's on... You call me crazy, but after I saw your personal astrology for March and everyone's astrology for March, I was like... But we have to let March happen. Okay. Anyways, let's see. But Ginger, we have I promise you things are on the works. Okay, but let me see. But it might still be, you know, a little delayed because I know. But it's okay. I sent my call to find tunes and I close the portals. Alright. Where's my... Here it is. Na 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 na. No se va, no se va, no se va. Bruh. Okay. I sat on my glasses, bro. Always buy a second pair of glasses because you never know when you're gonna break them, bro. But I have warranties, so I'm happy with them. Not these glasses though. This is my second pair, but yeah. All right. What is the timeline after March 3rd? What is the timeline for marriage for you? I need the truth and truth only. What is the timeline for marriage for Ginger after March 3rd? The truth and truth only. Damn. So smart. Let me see. Let me see. The truth and truth only. So I'm getting an indication by September. No, I'm sorry, by October. But so you'll start to see some trickles in May. Like you'll start to maybe feel some inklings, but for sure by October. Oof, but let me see. We have 11-11 too, so they're not playing. They're serious. It's pretty open. Like it's gonna be very direct. It's gonna be very like it's gonna be on point. Like you're gonna feel and notice you're gonna feel the inklings. Like that's the best way I can explain it. I guess it's kind of how like, you know, when she's feeling good or bad, or when you know like if something's gonna happen the next day or whatever the case may be. It's like that. Like you're following the string to it, the timeline to it. But it's just gonna be like an open road. You're gonna be on the journey to it. You will be already like on the way. Okay. So you might. I heard September again. You might like get a clue in September. It is going to come after like an emotional conversation, right? An emotional conversation, bruh. Okay, an emotional conversation. I don't think this emotional conversation is going to be coming from you. This is going to be like more like you're receiving this emotional conversation from you know who, right? Okay, So just kind of be aware of that. The only thing is he has a lot of anxiety on actually like pulling it off, not in a mean way, but just I feel like he overthinks his job. I feel like he overthinks time, and I feel like he overdoes it. So I feel like he's going to be coming, he's going to be telling you, and I feel like he's going to be saying it in a lot of like emotional outbursts, okay? But he is going to let you know. So I feel like the biggest holdback for him is going to be that he doesn't know how to pay for it. That's it. Like, I think that's the thing that's been holding him back, is he doesn't know how to pay for all of it. And that's the thing that he's kind of like in his brain, like, I don't have a career, I don't have money, like, I'm in his mind, he's like, it's worthless, or it's not, because he wants to do like a nice or big, or I wouldn't say extravagant, super extravagant, but he's assuming that you want the whole 9 yards, you know what I'm saying? So just kind of be aware of that. Okay. Yeah. So he's gonna, like, he's not gonna fight, and he's gonna tell you, I do want to marry you. I don't know how to pay for it right now. Give me time to build up my assets. Okay? It's clear as day coming out. And he will feel like a failure a little bit, but he also will, like, I feel like he might buy you a promise ring, and I also feel like he, yeah, either he spends money, or for some reason he thinks that, like, the amount that he is able to provide is not enough. But he's extremely, so he is in love with you, officially, like, he's in love with you, again, it's coming out. And he does, but he would try to convince you for, like, a not so expensive wedding, or he, like, that's his biggest issue, is he's a little bit too, like, we can, like, cut corners here, or do we have to have an expensive, extravagant wedding? And for him, it's because he doesn't have a whole lot, like, because he's starting, like, he's making some decent money, but he's thinking about bills, he's thinking about travel, he's thinking about all the other ways that he would want to, like, take care of you, provide for you. And for him, it's a pride thing. Like, he would not ask you or want you to pay for, like, anything, like, unless it was, like, he'd be childish and immature. Like, he would try to get you to help out with it without, like, directly telling you. Okay? So just kind of be aware of that. You need to send me your information on email, but they're $55. I could check your rising sign. I feel like that's what's gonna send you over the edge, is his logical mindset. So he's definitely still, like, he's gonna want to do, like, a promise ring. He's gonna want to, like, propose, but he wants time to save up, because he would want to buy, like, he wants to buy, like, assets first. Like, he wants to buy cars or get real estate or something, right? And then he wants to, like, get married. He also doesn't want to be seen as, he doesn't want you to accuse him of using you, because you have a very prominent career, and it, again, it comes out, it doesn't come out in all the readings, but it comes out that it makes him feel like, can he provide for you? Can he give you the lifestyle, you know? And he's like, I know I can, but it's gonna take him time to work his way up to being promoted and all these things. And I also feel like that's why he, like, has been working really hard, or just really trying to achieve, right? So just kind of be aware of that. But he doesn't want it with this with It Wasn't Me by Shaggy, right? It's also like he doesn't want to, like, he's embarrassed to admit this, or he's, like, saddened or heartbroken, or, like, he feels evil for admitting this. Like, evil's the wrong word. It's more like, am I a bad person, or am I a selfish person, or am I looking at this wrong, or whatever? Because he doesn't have, like, I can feel like he either has a spending problem or something, but he doesn't have the finances that he believes he needs. I'm not saying that this is actual fact. He believes he needs to be at a certain yearly salary, and then he will feel confident about being able to, like, take hold of all of these payments, right, for all this. So yeah, he's going to do a promise ring. I still feel like there's a proposal. They did mention September, October, with some maybe light, loose, with a potential for, like, you starting to feel the trail of it in May, of like, is he gonna propose, right? But getting some confirmation by October, right? And then mentioning September again, every once in a blue moon. So I'm like, okay, interesting. So that's what I got for you guys. So this is starting to orchestrate itself and concretely orchestrate itself, and I promise you, like, it's being worked on. So I'm not even gonna fret with that one. I'm more looking at Kristen's anxiety. I'm starting to work his anxiety too, because I'm like, you know what? Anxiety is the thing that keeps being mirrored in your life. So I'm like, okay, we need to release the anxiety and transmute the anxiety, because that is a consistent that keeps happening around you with the people that you love. So, but then when we remove it or whatever, it, like, they, okay. So yeah, you're welcome. I send back your team, I send back your team, I send back your team. I close the portal, close the portal, close the portal. I send back the energy, send back the energy, send back the energy. Proud of you. All right. Goldie. Flo didn't answer, I don't think. Yeah. All right, Goldie is next. I send back all the brain teams and I close the portals. All right. I'm gonna leave the incense. There it is. Yeah, yes. And both, you know what? I was gonna leave one of them for maybe later, but with the way you told me she was acting, I was like, man, I'm lighting both of them up, bro. So now she has 3 rainbow candles. Like, she passed like a couple tests with 1, so I'm wondering what she's gonna be able to accomplish with 3. Ay, ay, ay. I cannot believe she blanked out. But I refocused her focus because she knows the answers. She knows the answers. She's just not a good test taker. That's it. That's all that's going on with her. And with the other one, like, that's a whole other thing. Alright. I send my call to Bank Team Santa Claus with the portals, and I call for Goldie, 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 and TTT. Current time, my current is current. I was just studying with her, and she seemed to. Oh my gosh, good, because man, bro, I came home and I was like, this is an extra one in case. This is another one in case, just in case, right? I was like, I literally said, And I have 2 anti-anxieties just in case she starts up again. Like, I pre-prepped them. I didn't name them for her, but I pre-prepped them so that, because I had a feeling that she was going to be extra on Destiny Week. Yes! Alright, I send my calls to my tunes and I close all the portals. And I call for Goldie, Goldie, Goldie. Current time, like, current you can fix, current time, like, current you can fix, current time, like, current you can fix the. And, you're, of course, you're fine. We love y'all over here. It's Destiny Week, so I already knew. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 candles that are pre-prepped and extra for the people that might need an extra one. And Kristen was one. We have some self-love transmutation. We got a reversal. and we have some success or anti-anxiety, and we have a domination. So we have a couple candles for my regulars pre-prepped just in case. In case I have to do it after work. Yeah. Anyway, so I was really happy with that. But alright, Goldie, and TTT. Current on my current, you can't fix current on my current, you can't fix current on my current, you can't fix current on my. I connect with the emotional, spiritual, emotional, spiritual, show me the truth and just show me the truth and just show me the truth and the truth only. No nasty energy attached. Wait, no nasty demons, no nasty ancestors. Let's find out, bro. I'm not even gonna use these cards. We're gonna use these cards because I want the tea, bro. I want the chisme. I want to know why the freak this dude texted you. Like, I want to know. So we're gonna find out right the F now. Why? Why did you text her, Terry, after so long, bro? I have these questions for you. Whoa, whoa, oh. T. Hey. Hey, yeah, hey, yeah. 3, 2, 1. Well, besides the fact that you look like a beautiful, amazing person that, yeah, actually, not besides, that's the fact. You embody divine femininity. So, okay. You look very professional. You look very etiquette. You look mysterious. You look gorgeous. You know, well, and he's always thought this of you, okay? So, I guess this isn't anything new, but he knows how professional you are and just to the level that you are capable of, right? But now to answer the question. He didn't want to be alone. He's felt really, really alone, okay? Let me see. I just read that, bro. Girl. He does not have a client. 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 But you do need to be careful because he knows that you are about to take off. And he doesn't, like, it's just pure intuition that how he knows. Okay? But you look like a boss. You look gorgeous. And you look like... And he doesn't want to be alone. He feels like you're the only person that could potentially ever understand him. And he believes that you're going places. And he wants to go places too. So in his mind, it all makes sense. So just be careful. But he wants to play with you. Okay. Schmexually. Just as a heads up. But he needs to be put on the side folder. So just, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, second question. We already know what's going on there. Alright. I send out his team, I send out his team, I send out his team. I close the portal, close the portal, close the portal. Send back the energy, send back the energy, send back the energy. And I call forward. R. Current on my current, you can't fix. Current on my current, you can't fix. Current on my current, you can't fix. That connect with you. Emotional, spiritual, magical, emotional, spiritual, magical, emotional, spiritual, magical. Show me the truth and just only show me the truth and just only show me the truth and the truth only. No nasty energy attached, no nasty duties, and no nasty ancestors. Where I bring up them to the gods and goddesses, where I bring up them to the high vibrational beings, where I bring up them to the folk saints, where I bring up them for the truth and just only clean connection, no misdirection, where I bring up them to the ancestors and same alignment as you for the highest good for you, where I bring up them to higher selves. I feel like he saw you in passing. I don't feel, you know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if he stalks you too. But he saw you in passing. That's at least what was coming out or coming through. Okay. How did R feel about the hangout? need the truth and the truth only. Aww. That's all. Okay. You made her believe in the power of magic again. Okay? You made her believe in the power of magic. You made her feel like she didn't have to go chasing for attention. That was the first thing that channeled through. And you propelled her, like, to take a destiny towards, like, her higher self. Like, she really felt connected with you. You know, she felt like she was able to express herself, okay? She felt like you did not judge her. You did not. She loved it. But, yeah, she was a little menaced because she didn't want you to stop. She's like, I'm not done with you giving me attention. So, because you gave her attention, she will now forever go to you. Like, she has imprinted on you. You now are a mark for her. Like, you are a token of happiness. You're a token of inspiration. You're a token of magic, of joyousness, playfulness, okay? And I don't know if y'all went to go watch animals or play with any animals, but that was the part that she enjoyed the most, was if y'all had a moment where you played with stuffed animals or something like that. I'm picking up stuffed animals, but some sort of animal or something, okay? I tried to teach her a couple things I want her to better communicate. That was her favorite part, and I feel like she really resonated with the animals, okay? Or was communicating to you the most through the animals, so be aware of that, okay? So, but right now she's using her body to communicate because that's the only way she knows how. But she really is sprung on you. Like, she's your biggest fan right now, okay? So just kind of be aware of that. And then what do you generally need to know? I need the truth and the truth only. What do you generally need to know? What do you generally... Oh, right. I'm sorry. Like, I took a nap and then I woke up. Right. I was like, wait. Why are stuffed animals coming out? Okay. I was like, this don't feel like real animals. But then I also saw like a crow. But I saw a horse, a llama. I did not see a gorilla. And then I saw a crow, and I was like, okay. And a deer. I was like, okay, animals. But the deer looked like a toy. Then I was like, wait, is it like a stuffed animal? Okay. So, what do you generally need to know? 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 I need the truth and the truth only. What do you generally need to know? What do you generally need to know? What do you generally need to know? You got I can do anything 3 times. So pretty much, honestly, what you need to know is that you created a lot of magic when you were hanging out with her and while you were able to sit in your inner, like, child, okay? A lot of things that happened during the hangout, even if it doesn't seem like it, like, actually ended up happening. She did so good when she was talking. I was so proud. She actually listened. You're now able to just like sit back and relax and kind of receive your blessings, okay? So just kind of be aware of that. That's something that you should be made aware of. Like, you've done a lot of the work. Love is going to be heavy in the atmosphere for you. This doesn't necessarily have to be just romantic love, even though romantic love is clearly knocked on your door. When they said Cancer, I wasn't expecting tea, but okay. Anyway, we have the Lover card here. I feel like people are just going to be attracted to you. You're very magnetic. I feel like, even look at the way that the swan is extending her wings, okay? I feel like you're going to be able to elegantly be yourself and not be apologetic about it. And you're going to be like dressing with who you always wanted, or how you always wanted to dress, okay? I feel like people you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I don't have to like pretend to be something I'm not. Like, I can actually wear these things that I want to wear. I can actually be this thing that I want to be. I can actually wear these colors that I want to be. Because you're in your queen mode. You are part of the collective that already, like, has risen from the ashes of the volcano, right? And you're like, you're glowing. You're iridescent. You're a rainbow. You're literally beaming. You're shining. Diamonds shine so loud and so bright. And you're part of this collective. Okay, and you're entering queen status. Okay. Mr. Mustache just threw 2 chanclas at Courage just because he's jealous that Courage gets to sleep. Okay. You're also not going to be, I feel like for you, you are going to be rewriting your story as it pertains to love, okay? Because, especially self-love, because you don't want to, like, you know, you are aware of how susceptible you are to repeating, you know, the highs and lows of love. For that reason, I feel like any offer of love will be kind of taken with a grain of salt, or through like a magnifying glass, or through a proper, you know, filter, because you're finally like getting all the blessings that you deserve. And you already know that every time things start going good in your life, who wants to come? A brokeless individual. I'm just kidding. No. Random love that don't belong, because it's never true love. It's usually, you know, players and whatnot for your specific situation. So just kind of be aware of that. But the thing is that these players just can't get enough of you, girl. Like, damn, because you are just knocking them out of the park, okay? You are glowing, and you deserve it, and you own it, and you earned it, and you believe in it, and you literally, you deserve it. You know what I'm saying? So I'm proud of you. Again, we got divine feminine. You're in your divine feminine. You're magnetic. You're literally a goddess incarnate. Like, you're literally standing or sitting in your throne, in this throne that you made from your own hands. This wasn't a throne that you earned. This is a throne you made yourself. If everyone kicked you out of your, they all said, get out of my kingdom. So you said, you know what? I will go make a kingdom, bitch. Fuck your, like, chair. I don't want your chair. I don't want my ass on your chair. Like, fuck your chair, bitch. So I'm proud of you. And you know what? You built the comfiest chair in all the land. And now everyone wants your chair. Yes. So I'm proud of you. You're the general collective, or sorry, the general channel energy for you is literally, you're just like divine feminine incarnate. So you can give this to whoever you choose, like, or to the world, or whatever. It could just be in the atmosphere, but you're going to be like literally oozing like divine feminine energy. It's gonna be beaming out of you. Okay, and not in a bad way. Okay, so I'm proud of you. So that's what I got for you, girly. I sent back all the divine teams, and I closed all the portals. Alright, y'all, I hope y'all enjoyed the collective reading. I have to go to bed for work, but I'm glad I was able to pop on in. Tomorrow, hopefully we can go live for more than an hour, but I mean, I'm still taking care of things during DMs, because people have been DMing me. Like I said, I pre-prepped candles in case anyone DMs me. But yes, I'm proud of you. Thank y'all, and let's keep succeeding, y'all. Like, let's keep going. I can't wait until y'all make all your successes. I was very happy, grateful, and thankful, because a client that already graduated came back to tell me that even though she graduated and she didn't know if her love life was gonna work out, but she had graduated through me with career-wise. Also proud of you, Gold. Yeah, Zoe, I started with Ruby. Yes, good. What's it called? She ended up coming back to me and telling me that she should have listened to me, because the man that was chasing her, I want to say, she graduated very recently. She graduated 3 weeks ago. And so I, like, stopped hearing from her. So 3 weeks ago, or actually, I want to say 5 weeks ago, there was a random man that entered her life, and it seemed too good to be true. And I told her, he's not too good to be true, and he's obsessed with you, and you should go for it. And she was chasing after a situationship, and I was like, you're not gonna get anywhere with this situation. This dude don't want you. Like, I'm sorry, you bugly to him. You're butt ugly to him. But this other dude loves you and wants to take you on trips, and you're the world to him. So, and she made all of these excuses. Well, she texted me last night and told me that she stopped being stubborn, and I was like, oh, it only took you 3 weeks. Some people take years. And she said that she's very proud of herself for not being stubborn and for listening. And I was like, I mean, it's your life, right? And I was like, wait, why? And she was like, he's taking me to Florida, he's taking me to Cuba, and we're planning all these trips, and he's been helping me with my business and all this. I was like, oh my God. And she was like, and he's been talking about marriage, and she has a child. And I was like, what did I freaking tell you? I was like, and he met her 5 weeks ago. She was obsessed with the situationship. And she was a lady that was attracting constant situationships. So, and I was like, okay. And she was like, she started crying on the phone, you know, through text, voice note. And she's like, I owe it all to you. I was like, I mean, you did the work. I just told you, and you had to listen, so we did it, right? But thank you, I appreciate it, right? And also the guides, because it's really, I received the information from Santissima, from Aphrodite, from Hecate, and from my ancestors, and from my higher self and whatnot, but also through experience. So I was like telling her, I was like, I'm just proud of you. Like, when I say I want y'all to graduate, when I say I want you to succeed, when I say that I want y'all to really thrive, this is what I'm talking about. I don't want to leave y'all broken or in a situationship or somewhere where you're gonna be worse. Where, like, cause I don't feel like I finished my job with y'all. But if you leave, you leave, right? So I was proud of her when she graduated for her career and she was starting to make money again. So I was like, okay, I did something, right? Good. Boom, ba, boom, bada, boom, bye, bye. So when she said all that, I was like, oh my gosh, because she's older and it's hard. Like, it is very stressful for her specifically to do it all. Okay. So it was very stress relieving for her that, you know, someone cared enough to help her with all these things, didn't care about her situation, and found her to be a beautiful diamond, and loves her, and fell in love with her, and wants to start a future with her, and the whole 9 yards. And she might move to Florida now. Or he might move here, but the point is, those are the types of successes that I like to create, that I pride that I want to sign my name on. These half successes, no, we're not done, bro. The fuck? Because I want you to succeed. But anyway, I love y'all. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Buenas noches. Good night.